Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, YouTube. This is your homegirl, Arabia Barbosa, 914, Westchester County, New York, doing a live video real quick. I was looking at the news and I can't believe that, well, I can believe it, the conflict that's going on in the Middle East between the Jewish settlers and the Palestinians. And this has been going on for quite some time. And I think the problem got worse after World War II, when the United States, as always, she butts her nose into every conflict, like some YouTubers on YouTube, but their nose in everybody else's stuff. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, what's going on in the Middle East is ridiculous, but it's been going on over there since the 1940s. That's as close as up to date as I can come to this. And the only reason why the Jewish settlers are there is because the United States and other European countries took a piece of land that the Palestinian people owned and gave it to the Jewish settlers during World War II, because a lot of the Jews wanted to leave Europe because of all the persecution they was under. They left Europe. We all remember what the Nazis did. Yes, we do. We remember. Because the Jewish people bring it up every year. But they don't want us to talk about slavery. Picture that with a Kodak. Shout out to the chat. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, they're doing another Cold War thing, but the Jewish people are attacking the Palestinians. They burst in these people's homes. They arrest them. They harass them all day long. They bomb over there. It's gotten worse since Arafat died, the Palestinian military leader. After he died, it seemed like it got worse. He was trying to protect the Palestinians, and the Jewish settlers over there, they just can't leave well enough alone. They want to bother those people 24/7. That's their land. The land that they live in was given to them. It was never theirs. It never belonged to them. They're not the true Jews anyway. They're not the true Hebrew Israelites. They're not, and they know it. They are phonies. They are imposters. Even the Bible speaks out against them. The Bible speaks out against them. Jesus himself spoke out against them. So it is what it is, man. What's going on in Gaza is a crying shame. It's a crying shame. There shouldn't be no stuff going on over there like that. And people are tired of what's going on in the Middle East anyway. I don't know why no other Islamic state has done anything really serious over there about them or about that conflict. What happened? We all remember the 6 days. All the Arabic states got together, some of them, and they went against Israel or the Jews. That conflict lasted 6 days. I don't know what happened. I don't know what went wrong. But I remember growing up as a little girl in New York, and I remember Iran always being on TV. Remember that big leader that they had back in the day? He was a mean old dude. He wore a black turban. He had a long white beard, and he was so mean looking. And he was over Iran for many years. And Iraq was always going against Iran. That's when Saddam Hussein was still in power back then. See, back then it was totally different. Totally different politics, totally different everything. I don't know what it is now. It's frightening. It's very, very frightening. And, you know, and to talk to something close to date, dealing with myself, shout out to the chat. I went to work the other night. I found out that two of my crew members are dead. Both of them were found unresponsive. They both were on them drugs real bad too. So both of those cases are overdose cases. And one of them was actually my lover, Kato. Shout out to him, rest in peace. Yeah, I was seeing Kato at the same time I was seeing Birdman. Yeah. And Kato just had that fire about him. He just had something about, and he's a military man too. He was a Marine though. So I'll never forget my crew members. They came later. Kato was always with he was always with me, KK, and the rest of us. He used to always hang with us. And then I remember that night they arrested Kato for doing something, and he stayed in jail for over a year. And then when he got out, he was doing real good. He was doing real good. Then he went back on them drugs. But we used to spend a lot of time together. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me look at that. Absolutely right. I agree with that. Shout out to the chat. Hey, DJ Memphis, what's going on? I don't know if this live is going to stay up. I'm not going to take it down. I'm going to leave it up. Yeah, I just wanted to get up early this morning because I'm on the move anyway. I'm on the move early this morning. The house is cleaned up, the clothes is done, the food is cooked. I'm moving a little bit early today. Yeah. I gotta go back to the store later on. But I was just looking at the news and I was seeing what's going on in the Middle East. And it perplexes me as this conflict has been going on for quite some time over there between the Jewish settlers and the Palestinians. The reason why I'm calling them the Jewish settlers is because number one, they're not the true Jews. That's not their land. God did not give that to them. The United States and the nosy European countries at that time during World War II placed those Jewish settlers over there. That's actually black people's land. It belongs to us. I don't know if anybody remembers when Whitney Houston was living, it was her and Bobby Brown. They decided to go on a spiritual retreat and they went to Israel. And they were met by the heads of state at that time. And they asked Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston, do you come to reclaim the land? And they was like, no, we didn't come over here for all that. We just came over here for a spiritual retreat. We're trying to get some relaxation going on. We're trying to, fluff up our marriage a little bit. And the people over there were satisfied with that. They was friendly towards them. And from what I understand, Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston and Bobby Christina had a wonderful time on their spiritual retreat. I don't know if anyone remembers that. I remember. It's some things that the alcohol does not eat. It doesn't eat long-term memories. Shout out to the chat. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. And it's never going to end. What's going on in the Middle East is never, ever going to end. It's going to always be something that will be an issue until the Jewish settlers are removed from that land. until they are removed. But the United States has been taking care of Israel, the so-called Israel, since the 1940s. They have been giving them financial aid. They have been giving them military weapons. They have been giving them all kinds of support. And it's been over 25 years. They should have just supported them for 25 years and then moved on to the next thing. And that's what they should do for black people in this country. If we want to leave this country and go somewhere else, the United States, and I don't mean no harm, but the United States owes black Americans a huge debt. If we was to leave the United States and go wherever we wanted to go and stay, let's say all of us was to leave and go to Japan or China or go to a certain place in Europe. Just say all of us was to leave. Don't you know the United States would declare war on whichever country takes us in? Don't you know that? Because we are the biggest consumers of everything over here. If we was to boycott and stop using our money to support things in this country, America financial situation would collapse. Just imagine that with a Kodak. That's why they have to have the prison system in place. That's why they have to have those drugs on the street. That's why they have so much corruption going on. Because they know their time is running out. Their time is up. 543, your time is up. America, you're going to have to pay for your sins. I'm sorry, there's no way going around. You can't go around it. And they do deserve, to be punished. I don't care. Why not? There's some YouTube creators that would argue with me and say, well, Arabia, I don't agree with you. That's fine. You don't have to agree with me. We need a healthy conversation going on. But you know who I would love to hit my link one day? Brown skinned lady. I would love for her to hit my link one day if she ever wanted to. I think that would be an awesome show. Her up there talking, me up there talking. I think that would be so awesome. Because if everyone notices, I always go over there to visit with brown skinned lady. I always hit her link. Not always, but sometimes I hit her link. And I go up there and I have a great time. I be rocking it out with her. I know I aspirate her. Sometimes I make her tired. Because I guess she wants me to do certain things for myself that I'm not doing. And I don't find relief in going to therapy. I find relief in self-mutilation. That's my relief. As long as there's no real injury going on, when I do that, I find relief. It's like all the pressures of the world just left. It takes a few hours for it to kick in, all the pain and stuff, the physical stuff I do to myself, for it to kick in and for me to relax. So it is what it is. It's a pain stressor. It's a stress reliever. It's a pain reliever for me. It's an aspirin. Self-mutilation is an aspirin for me. So what's an aspirin for you may not be a Tylenol for me. What's a Tylenol for me might not be an aspirin for you. Do you understand? But yeah, that's who I would love to hit my link. She going live right now, you guys. She is so much fun. I love her. She is a lot of fun. Yeah. But I'm not gonna be up here that long. I gotta get ready to go to the store anyway. The store getting ready to open. I gotta get out there before that lady in the wheelchair wheels up real close because she swears to God everybody in the world owes her $1 or owes to go in the store and buy her a beer. I don't have to buy you anything, ma'am. I told her that yesterday. I said if I choose to buy you a cold beer, that's up to me. If I don't decide to buy you a cold beer, that's up to me too. I find it very amazing that some people will give up their own pride to ask someone for something. If I give you something, it's a gift, period. And me personally, that lady in the wheelchair, she just got paid. Don't anybody remember me telling you that she just got paid her social security check at the beginning of the month? She must have spent it all up, just like Birdman just got his check. He spent all his money up already. I'm waiting for him to call me and ask me for some money so I can turn him down flat. I don't give. That's it for the men. The men, you had your chance. Except for my YouTube creators now. My YouTube creators, that's something different. We're family over here. So I'm going to support their page. And I heard Johnny Blaze had something to say about that. I heard that he was complaining that I'll be over there with facts over feelings. Yes, I'm gonna be over there supporting Facts Over Feelings channel. Yes. If I feel like donating to him, yes. He's a YouTube creator. He's my YouTube creator. He's my friend. And I'm gonna support my friends. Period. Even if you're not a YouTube creator. I don't care. Why is Johnny Blaze so worried about what other people are doing for Facts? Facts is not worrying about what anyone is doing for Johnny Blaze. I don't have nothing against Johnny Blaze. It just seemed like to me he just wants to have some kind of argument going on with a man that doesn't know anything about him, has never met him, has no future plans on meeting up with this man or being friends with him. You can't be friends with people like Johnny Blaze. Fuck a Johnny Blaze. I don't like him. I don't like him, and I don't watch him, and I don't waste time watching someone I don't like. I've had to learn recently, to stop looking at Lonnie One Love videos. I had to stop myself. I had to unsubscribe from her and everything. So I'm good. The other channel I have to unsubscribe from, but she doesn't really post too much on that other channel. So I'm good. I'm doing a whole lot better than what I was doing before. Because I remember I was just all in my feelings every time I saw her do anything. And recently I had to pull away from doing that. Because the only thing I was doing was damaging my own soul, my own conscience. Who wants to hear about somebody talk shit about you? That shit really rubs you the wrong way. Yes, they're promoting your page, but they're sacrificing you at the same time. They're making it easy for people to turn against you. So when it's time to crucify you, they have no problem doing it. I have actual complaints about Lonnie One Love. High treason, sabotage, espionage, harassment, bullying, stalking, fraud, drunk driving, open container. She's been caught out of place plenty of times. She's a troublemaker on YouTube. Everywhere she goes, she causes problems. There's no peace where Lonnie goes. It's always problem. We got 10 ghosts watchers. Shout out to the chat. But I'm getting ready to end this. I'm getting ready to end this right now. Oh yeah, you right, Khadijah. You absolutely right. But I don't look at her. She looks at me. She follows me everywhere I go, all over YouTube. I don't care where. I could be in a Spanish speaking sector. She's over there. I could be over there with the people practicing hoodoo and voodoo. She's over there. I could be over there when somebody's having a birthday party. She's over there. And she will never hit my link, but she got so much to say. Keep it over there. That's the only thing I can say. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. I'll be glad when Andre come back from his vacation. Yeah, I got to go to work tonight. I got to go to work tonight because I got to make some moves this week. So I'm going to need that money that I get from doing that job and applying it to my travel expenses for this week. I got to find out exactly what occurred. And I still have not been able to locate Baltimore. I believe she probably went to the hotel somewhere. I just don't know which hotel. But if she know like I know, keep herself safe, man. Because what happened to Kato and Abby can happen to anyone. April. There's a few of my crew members ain't here no more. So, but Abby and Kato, they were recently found. So it is what it is. I'm out of here. Shout out to the chat. We'll see each other in the next video or perhaps in someone else's chat. And shout out to the chat. Love all you. Appreciate you. Like and share the video. Like and share this video. If you can, like and share this video. Do not let this video die. Okay? Peace out, y'all. We out of here. One.